Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of my York City FIFA 13 career. We're still in the January transfer window, so we're going to advance the schedule now, and hopefully we can sign one or two players in this transfer window. Transfer offer unacceptable for Kyle Walker. Spurs have said 9.5 million. Okay, let's have a quick look and see what my chief exec says to this. View shortlist. Right back, Kyle Walker. Okay. Oh, we can't do anything right. Probably because we've got an offer in and we need to go. Right, transfer negotiations. Walker in progress. Transfer fee. Let's have a look. 6 to be fair. I wonder. I'll drop it down to say 2 and add in Fabinho. 82 rated 25, he's very unhappy. We'll see what Spurs say to that. That's roughly what, 6.5? No, 6.5 for Fabinho, 8.5 bid. Right, and then we'll see. Hopefully Spurs say yes to that, and hopefully St Etienne say yes to Zuma coming. And then that should hopefully shore up our defence a little bit. Not too sure what we're going to get done. Okay, tournament prize money. Given 53,000 by the board for the cup. Match rescheduled. Norwich has been put back a day. Transfer offer unacceptable. Interest in the play. Move it to 3 million. Yeah, you know what? Actually, if I go 2.5, meet you halfway. That's a what, 9 million deal, which is what you said you may want for Kyle Walker. St Etienne. Too valuable. Right. Let's see if I can get rid of a player. Azarovic I want to keep. Perez Alonso I want to keep. Actually, I wonder if I can get rid of Garay. I'll offer that. If not, I could offer here and Mayer and get rid of a defender for a defender. Right, so I believe this game against Southampton, and then we've also got a transfer offer accepted by the pair of them. Club showing interest in Alberto Massi. Yep, from Chelsea, from Spurs, and Oliver Baumann. Bilbao are interested. Where does Baumann play? Oh, goalkeeper. Okay, we'll leave that one. Spurs have accepted the offer. Kyle Walker, 60 grand a week, 10% clean sheet. You can have a 4-year deal, and you can be a crucial first-team player. That leaves with 56 for Zuma. How much is Zuma? Zuma's on 35. Oh, so okay. So I'll tell you what. We can offer Zuma 40. Sweeten the deal. 10%, 4 years, crucial. Get that deal in. That will hopefully leave us, maybe. Have to see, that should give us a bit of money to look at going after another player. May look at bringing in a central attacking midfield, see if we can pick up Juan Mata, someone like that. Contract offer accepted. Fantastic. Kyle Walker will get you in. Actually, I don't know, 6. Yeah, we're going to be left with 5.7 and 23 grand. Wow, it's not much. As we have an offer for Elliot Wolford. Rotherham United. Accept. Thank you very much. Okay, don't need to sort out the Kurt Zuma one. Transfer deadline. Sorry, not transfer deadline. Submission deadline. Ecuador. New signing arriving Kyle Walker. New signing arriving Kurt Zuma. Yes, we can get rid of that. Man United target FC Bayern's Balotelli. Walker the answer to York City's prayers. St Etienne accept big offer for Zuma. Zuma the answer to York City's prayers. Right, transfers. Let's see who's available, who we could look to pick up. Juan Mata would be a nice one. He's not got the sprint speed of Coutinho and the acceleration of Coutinho. but I'll be able to pick him up cheaper. Then again, Bittencourt, wow, he's got some decent sprint speed and agility. Only 25, but he's 81 rated. I think Taylor's are the same. Javier Hernandez, we'll be able to pick him up on the cheap, but yeah, he's on 90 grand a week. Jack Robinson, David Alaba. I could go after Gundogan, 50 grand a week. Approach to buy. We put in a 4 million bid. See what they say to that. Like that means I need to go and move the budget over. Right, here we are. Budget allocation. Give myself 4 million. I'll give myself 4 points. At least 50,000 a week. 55, get it up to 55. There we go. See if we can bring him in. Alright, we'll get this match done, but squad needs to be sorted. Still a 5-star squad, so Kyle Walker straight in. Medeiros, where's Zuma? There you are, Zuma, get you in. Muriel and Welbeck, Taylor, Welbeck, Baker and Marina Fuentes at the back. That looks a pretty good team. Yeah, definitely a good team there. Zuma and Mayer on the bench with De Chilio, Son, Soriano, Godin and Hayham's on the bench. Cateros is still out injured, Lemaire is out injured. Yep. Hopefully we're getting rid of Wolford soon as well. Right, let's get this game against... Is that Southampton? Yeah, it is. Oh, and then a cup game coming up. Holy shit, I'm sure that Norwich game got put back from the 3rd of Feb to the 4th. So that means that's 2 games in 2 days. Calendar. Yeah, that's unbelievable. Oh, and who are we playing in the Europa League? Villarreal in the knockout stages of the Europa League. Okay. Oh, no, don't mean to do that. Next match, play match. Let's get this game against Southampton underway. I'm sure they're up there in the table. Kits don't clash. So they have Jay Rodriguez, Adam Lallana still there. Look at that. Yoshida, Cork and Dixon all out injured. 1-1, drawn 1 and lost one of their last 3. Barry Bannon there. Gaston Ramirez still there. Morgan Schneidling's there. Ward Prowse still there. Klein is still there. Obviously Luke Shaw I bought off Southampton and then sold him on. Right. The game seems a bit stuttery. It's not good.
Hi there, I'm Martin Tyler. With me today.
And it's raining as well, which is always lovely. Right, yeah, York 4th, Southampton 5th. So we need at least a draw to keep ahead of Southampton. Gaston Ramirez, 7 league goals. Okay, right, Welbeck and Muriel up front. Zuma, give him a quick touch of the ball to Lazarevic. Up to Walker, let's see how Walker gets on.
A look at the rain coming down. Really stair-rolling down, and I hope the pitch can take...
Unlucky, son, unlucky. So guys, there's been some managerial appointments in the last few days. The last one was yesterday, I think it was yesterday. Mourinho, obviously the one that was expected, it's only been announced, but yesterday. But it was one of those where it's been rumoured and on the cards for a while, and it seems like a good fit. You wonder sometimes managers going back to the club for a second stint, they say they bomb and they don't have a good time, and the fans that get behind them. But obviously Mourinho loved by Chelsea. You can't see it failing with the squad that he's got. He's going to have money to spend. The players love him. The fans love him. Any new player coming, you wonder who is going to come in and how many players he's potentially going to raid from Real Madrid. You wonder who. Obviously he brought in a load. Whether you may see Modric back in the Premier League with Chelsea, Higuain, Benzema could be players. I don't think Cristiano Ronaldo will come back to the Premier League and to Chelsea. I think if he goes anyway, he'll go back to Man United. if he goes anywhere. There are some players. Pepe could be an interesting. Sami Khedira could do well, but I think Chelsea sort of have that player already at the club, and that type and style of player at the club. Striker, they could look to. You could see potentially Torres going back to Spain, and someone you could see. It could be Benzema, it could be Higuain coming in. That would certainly be interesting for both sides. Obviously, Torres, where he started his career, going back to the other side of Madrid. That's an interesting one in the fact that who is going to bring in? Is he going to raid his former club? The other one, obviously, Mark Hughes is interesting because it's sort of a. I don't know if it's really I'm trying to think of the right word. Not so much oh, beautiful goal. Yeah, it's not so much a cop out by the Stoke board, but it's a manager that fits the squad rather than just getting in a manager in for the type of team that they are, for the type of team they want to be. You look at Hughes, and he, out of any potential candidates, there were obviously Poyet, Martinez, and a few others. Di Matteo for one. You look and you think that Hughes will require less funds to make to work with the squad. He can use the players he's got there in his style of management, whereas other players will need to be brought in for different managers. Martinez, Di Matteo like to play a passing style of football, and they'll want other players coming in. They won't really want the big bulky midfielders and strikers, and yes, obviously you want the big bulky defenders, but they won't want the big bulky. Oh, beautiful header. Yeah, they won't want the big bulky strong centre backs, and also not centre backs, midfielders, central midfielders. You won't want 3 of them in your team. They want pacey wingers, they want pacey forwards, and you wonder and you think it's not going to be a good fit. Would be someone like Martinez or Di Matteo, unless the board were willing to spend big and give them 30-40 million. Shit, 2-1. Henriksen with a goal. Yeah, the board would have to give them 30-40, I think probably even 50 million to rebuild the squad, and Stoke just can't do that. They need to solidify the position this season. Maybe start a change in with Hughes this season. He can work with the players that they've got, and just bring in 1 or 2 and start to change the philosophy. Whereas other managers would have needed a major squad overhaul, and it's just something that's unfeasible at Stoke right now. Shit in hell. 2-0. 2-all actually. Yeah, 2-0 to 2-all. Lee with the goal. Poor defending. Zuma not doing his job, and I'm not defending well. So yeah, those 2 changes in manager are both interesting. You wonder how Hughes is going to get on. Not received well by some Stoke fans. You wonder how he's going to get on, what atmosphere he's going to have there. And Mourinho's on a no-lose. He's loved, and he will still be loved unless the club severely fail. Right, half time. Let's see what we can do in the second half. Obviously, Martinez to Everton is still one that's circulating. I've not seen any press reports recently, so I don't really know what the situation is there in Liverpool with Martinez going. I thought I saw something that some compensation had been agreed for Martinez to go, which would sort of indicate that he is the main contender. But obviously there's Ralf Rangnick, the former Schalke boss. I think he's at Red Bull. Is it Leipzig? I think he's at. I know he's not around a major club at this moment in time. Yeah, transfers. There's nothing much really been said. Obviously, you'd expect there to be a few transfers this summer. Obviously, it's the under-21 championship starting in a couple of days' time, so you expect some big moves with players that impress. Obviously, looking at Morata for Spain, potentially there's Malapa in Germany and a couple of others. Oh, why didn't my forward attack that? Interesting to see how England get on as well in that tournament. I think it's definitely an interesting one. I'm not too sure where the winner's going to come from. I'd like to think it'd be England, but you look at Spain's squad and it's impressive. The Germany squad is very impressive from what I've seen of them. They've got a lot of attacking power in their team, and you wonder where the German weakness is. The Leno in goal is fantastic. You've got great centre backs, great midfielders, and like I said, there's Malapa and a few others up front who will cause trouble for most defences. Oh, what the hell! I just knew I could not clear that, and that was going to be a goal. Alright, time to make some changes. Muriel, you're not doing the job, so we'll bring Soriano on. Son, you can go to that role. Hayams will bring you on for Taylor. Welbeck's playing well. Right, let's get this game done. I'll probably call this an episode. We're rolling on to nearly 20 minutes, so we'll get transfer deadline day done in the next episode. But first of all, we need to claw this back and get a draw, hopefully. Oh, surely that was a free kick, ref.
All at the same time. It's quite a drastic decision from the manager. Makes a challenge, and the referee's given the free kick.
What? That was never a foul.
Make a change. Well, they're still leading, and they've decided to go for a fresh player.
Thank God for that.
In the hope of hanging on to that lead. Well, what do we make of this, Alan? A new signing.
Okay, that didn't go to who I wanted it to, but never mind.
His choice, but a board decision.
Well, it just undermines the manager, doesn't it? And the effect that has on the players, on the dressing room.
Go on, Welbeck.
Counterproductive.
Oh, corner ball, thank you, ref.
Try and get themselves level.
Oh, Christ. Okay, coming up to 15 minutes to go. Need to do something quick.
Stevenson.
Come on, Lazarevic, get back. There you go, Walker's covering you.
Can go into the middle here from the cross.
Walker playing for time in the corner.
Into the goalkeeper's territory, and he made sure he claimed the ball.
Get on the end of this. Head it on, head it on.
Jay Rodriguez. Not keeping possession well either team. Good ball.
Well played.
Really good stop at a vital time.
Oh Christ, that was a poor touch.
The balls are still close. It could still go either way.
Looks like this is a blown 2-0 lead.
And
It's absolutely appalling.
here as well for the team that want to hang on to this.
What the hell? Why has he pushed that far?
Looking for the cross. He's got split. Shot.
Oh my God, 4-2, unbelievable.
These days don't
Oh,
come around very often.
everything was going so good. Jesus Christ. Well, that's what you get for not picking up FIFA for nearly a week. Well,
Some options on the bench for the home team.
right, let's see if we can just claw one back and make it an interesting... Oh, there we go. Right, get that ball and let's get back, see if we can get a draw. Otherwise we're going to drop down to 5th. Because with Southampton we're only 2 points behind us.
Yeah, they look like a team with a bit between the teeth. Who knows? Wow, he's hit it hard.
And we need to qualify for the Champions League this season. Otherwise I could be out of a job. Oh God, that was a poor pass.
Trying here to break away at speed, but the
Why the hell is everything starting to go for me now? Am I expected to get a draw in this game?
it's so frustrating for them. They're on the attack, they can't break through.
Things just seem to be going... Oh, well, I was about to say things are going right, but... Is that full time or is that a free kick? That's full time. Wow, look at that. Unbelievable. Absolutely appalling. Danny Welbeck, 9.9 rating, man of the match. Cheers. Well, that was absolute shite. Blame myself, some poor defending. I also think there was a definite reason I didn't win that.
Thanks, Martin.
Right.
The Barclays Premier League.
Okay, too valuable, so Dortmund don't want him. Transfer talks are broken down. Could not agree personal terms, so he probably wants more money.
Southampton 4.
Right, I'll move this schedule on a couple of days, see if we get anything back. You see it's a player out and then a player in now. We've got 2 defenders in there. I think strikers we're okay for. If I can get rid of a player for 4 or 5 million, maybe I need to look at getting another midfielder, and maybe I'll look to do a swap deal now. We shall see. Walker signs competition for Matteo De Chilio, of course. Okay guys, coming up to 20 minutes, I will call it a day there, and I'll be back with you in the next episode where we will have the transfer deadline day. We will also, I've got the game against Norwich and the game against Oldham. I'll play one of those and sim the other. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Cheers!